Outside the Maverick Arena, fans got up close and personal with the stars and managed to get autographs from England's Liam Pitchford and Korea Republic's Kim Na-young. But some lucky spectators in the stands got their hands on signed balls from the likes of Felix Lebrun, Lin Shidong and Kwaiman, who are all making a push to get themselves into the final. As the last 16 of the women's competition got underway, nobody could have predicted the carnage that would unfold in Maverick Arena. Second seed Wang Manyu's smooth-sailing ride hit the rocks when she faced former world #1 Zhu Yuling of Macau. Zhu started fast, racing to take a commanding 2-game advantage.
Wang Manyu just couldn't find a way to penetrate Zhu's defense there.
Wang managed to put a game on the scoreboard, but that wasn't enough as Zhu stamped her mark with an impressive win. Having seen her closest competitor exit earlier, everything appeared to be falling into place for Sun Yingsha's quest for a 3rd consecutive WTT Smash title. Unfortunately for Xia, her opponent Chen Yi had other ideas. Chen showed no signs of nerves against her intimidating opponent, opening up a 2-1 lead before closing out the match in the 4th. A huge disappointment for Xia, exiting the singles competition early.
3 games to 1.
The big names kept on falling, with Wang Yidi next on the chopping block. Against Honoka Hashimoto, Wang never found her rhythm, as the Japanese star showcased her defensive abilities while also throwing in winners. Hashimoto sealed the win 3-0 and announced herself as a real dark horse in the title race.
There it is! What a way to finish! Honoka Hashimoto puts it to rest after who knows how many shots. That was a crazy rally.
To the last 8, and the stakes were higher, with the matches being played in the best-of-7 format. Former world #1 Zhu Yuling's run so far had been nothing short of impressive. Facing 10th seed Xin Yubin, she once again put on a masterclass performance to dispatch her higher-ranked opponent 4-1. Chen Yi's shining moment in the US had been her shock win over top seed Sun Yingsha. Up against Hina Hayata, the Chinese player found herself with a mountain to climb after falling behind 3-0.
Oh my goodness.
The turning point in the match came in the 4th game, with Hayata 2 points away from victory. Chen decided this was the moment to rewrite her fate as she fought back to stay in contention. From then on, the Xia conqueror stormed through to complete a remarkable turnaround.
Chen Yi celebrates as she makes it through in 7.
Chen wins 4 games.
In another epic contest, Mima Ito racked up another win in her rivalry with compatriot Honoka Hashimoto. Seemingly cruising with a 3-0 lead, 7th seed Ito dropped 2 games to allow her opponent back in and to start the fraying of some nerves. In the 6th game, Ito broke her rival with a composed display to reach her first WTT Grand Smash semi-final.
There it is! What a finish to a match! And Mima Ito keeps her record. She's now 7-0 in international competition against Honoka Hashimoto.
The first semi-final saw a thrilling encounter between Macau China's Zhu Yuling and Mima Ito of Japan. Zhu only made her comeback last September after 4 years away from the international scene, got off to a great start, taking a 2-0 advantage. Maverick Arena came to life when Ito refused to back down, claiming the next 2 games to level the match. Despite Ito's resurgence, Zhu kept her cool and her strong all-round game, coming through with a 4-2 win.
Zhu Yuling, the class and experience showing through, held her nerve and has won her place in the final.
In a battle of the rising stars, Chen Yi faced her juniors rival Kwaiman in a match that went right down to the wire. The seesaw encounter saw both players trading blows as the Maverick Arena was treated to a display of youthful exuberance. In the deciding game, Chen outlasted her compatriot to once again put herself in the headlines, just one match away from taking home the big prize.
What a crazy finish. Chen, the world number 17, has just moved on to battle a former world number 1, Zhu Yuling, in the final. A clash of generations and generations apart.
Here's how the finalists came to be. Zhu Yuling's experience was on full display as she claimed the scalps of Wang Banyu, Xin Yubin and Mima Ito along the way. Chen Yi's moment of glory came when she took down Sun Yingsha in the round of 16. The 20-year-old then overcame Hina Hayata and Kwaiman for her place in the final. Over in the men's singles draw, French qualifier Lilian Bardet proved to be the surprise package as he extended his stay in Vegas with a hard-fought 3-1 win over the Dane Jonathan Groot. The Raptor was enjoying his debut in the main draw at a WTT Grand Smash campaign and with next face compatriot Felix Lebrun. The 6th seed Lebrun had a much tougher encounter against Benedict Duda of Germany. The Frenchman let a 2-game advantage slip by allowing Duda to level the match. Lebrun prevailed in the decider as he made his way into the last 8. 3rd seed Tomokazu Harimoto was made to work hard for his ticket to the quarterfinals by fellow Japanese Sora Matsushima. A vacillating encounter saw both players trading games, and it was in the decider when Harimoto turned the screws to show why he's called King of the Field. To the quarters, and Lilian Bardet was looking to be the first qualifier to reach the semi-finals of a Grand Smash event. Standing in his way was fellow Frenchman Felix Lebrun. Bardet was hoping to repeat his earlier result when he beat the 4th seed Liang Jingquan. But Lebrun was in no mood to allow him any chance of getting into the game. The 6th seed racked up the points in quick succession to put the match to bed in half an hour.
11-2. Game and match, Lebrun.
Meanwhile, 2nd seed Wang Chuqin faced a massive challenge in the shape of Darko Jorgic. Having gone a game down, the Chinese player stormed back to take the next 3. Jorgic wasn't going to let Wang off that easily, winning game 5 and prolonging his time in Maverick Arena. There was no denying Wang, though, as he outclassed the Slovenian and moved on to the semis. In another pulsating match, Japanese superstar Tomokazu Harimoto faced Chinese Taipei's Lin Renyu. There was little to separate the pair as they traded the first 4 games. Appearing in quarterfinal action for the first time at a WTT Grand Smash, Harimoto made swift work in the 5th before outlasting Lin in the 6th game to set up a tantalizing clash with top seed Lin Shidong. The first semi-final took center stage on Maverick Arena with 2nd seed Wang Chuqin taking on the flamboyant Felix Lebrun. The crowd was treated to an epic encounter that saw both athletes go toe-to-toe, each trying to outlast the other. With the match tied at 3-all, no player had any clear momentum going into the decider. In the end, it was Wang who came through with a morale-boosting victory and a chance to win his 3rd WTT Grand Smash trophy. There was no time to breathe as the 2nd semi-final got underway. Lin Shidong must have dreaded facing Tomokazu Harimoto, a player he trails in WTT head-to-heads 1-3. The Sendai-born 3rd seed stamped his mark early on, taking the first 2 games. That woke Lin from his slumber as the top seed went on to win the next 3 games and take the initiative. However, the match turned back in favor of Harimoto, much to the surprise of those in attendance. The Japanese put the pedal to the metal, racing to the finish line and enhancing his record against the world number 1.
Tomo's through! Tomo's taken it! Tomo is in the final!
Here's how the men's path to the final looks. Wang Chuqin had a relatively worry-free event until Darko Jorgic gave him a taste of what's to come. Felix Lebrun was his biggest test yet, the 2nd seed barely passing it. Tomokazu Harimoto, meanwhile, hardly had a moment to breathe as he fought tooth and nail from the round of 32 onwards. So just who will get their hands on these much coveted trophies and the winner's check of $100,000 in addition to 2,000 ITTF table tennis world ranking points? Find out after this short pause.